I became a journalist because I wanted to change the world. You realize quickly that you're not going to do that, perhaps a little bit, one story at a time. But it certainly meant that I've been drawn to stories that expose injustice, that highlight pain and suffering. The thing about those kind of stories is that they usually take you to dark places, places where there is conflict, places that are potentially dangerous, that could in some way risk your safety and your life.
He told us he'd seen the girls 3 weeks ago and they were being well cared for.
Are any of the girls sick?
Some of them will complain on HL. We have medicine. We have everything in the place where we keep them.
Have any of them been sold into marriage?
No. We're not married them.
Having children does make a difference, and I think that's where you perhaps feel it as a woman in this profession. Not so much personally, but the perception of people outside. They look on you and think, how can you as a mother go to a place like Nigeria in the north where over 200 schoolgirls were stolen and not only risk your life but potentially jeopardize the future of your children and deprive them of a mother. I don't know how you found it, Sarah, but certainly the outside perceptions are the thing that's quite difficult.
Certainly very hard. The outside pressure is bigger than us. When we went recently to Nigeria to do the Chibok girls that were kidnapped, it was very interesting because we're both mothers. We have 5 daughters between us. We felt very strongly that we should go and tell the story and look in the eyes of these parents who were begging to have their children brought back and do whatever we could to go and shine a light down on a story that was largely not covered at the time. And again, we want to go back there. It's almost been a year later and the girls still haven't been found. They're not back with their families, and we feel very committed to the story. We've looked at these parents in the eye who are begging for any help whatsoever to find their children.
It's been 19 days since the schoolgirls were kidnapped. In desperation, parents and friends have taken to the streets to protest, accusing the Nigerian government of doing nothing to rescue their daughters.
A lot of the stories we do touch a chord on us. We're mothers. We remember these people sleeping at night. We want to go back and shine whatever light we can back on some of these stories. And some of the greatest acts of humanity I've seen have come out of a war zone. And those are some of the stories you want to tell, that in these atrocities there are great acts of kindness. And we like to talk about those a lot.
And to tell stories that are about people. I think that's what motivates us more than anything. It's a privilege to be a journalist. It's the most incredible profession. You get to see the world, you get to understand societies that you probably wouldn't normally go to, and get to see different ways of lives. You get to see, yes, terrible atrocities, and those always stay with you. But as Sarah says, you get to see the good side of humanity as well.